He loved me and I loved him.
A 15-year-old boy found dead in a field. His family wants answers about what happened. The boy's body was found in that field near Laurelville on Monday, 3 days after he was reported missing from his home in Baldwin. Right now, investigators in Iberia Parish aren't saying too much about the case. And as Katie Easter reports, the boy's family has a lot of questions.
Family and friends of Quan Charles gathered outside the family home to remember him, including his heartbroken mother.
I've been crying throughout the day. I wake up in the middle of the night crying. I'm missing my son. I'm missing his smile. I'm missing his little jokes.
Roxanne Nelson says she hasn't been told very much about how her son died.
My son has a big knot on his head, so it's obvious that someone hit him in the head with something.
Family members say Quan was last seen leaving his house with a friend and his friend's mom.
I want the lady that can get my son without my permission and his dad's permission to be held accountable.
That's right.
You cannot just take somebody's son, bring him to your house, and not be held accountable for them because he was in her custody. So now he's dead. He left here alive and well, and now he's dead when he went to Laurelville to her house.
He was found dead under mysterious circumstances, and we just want justice for him, and we just want a thorough and honest investigation with Iberia Parish Sheriff's Department.
In Baldwin, Katie Easter, KTC TV3.
As a mother right now to a black son, I am horrified by what I'm about to tell you guys. On October 30th, 15-year-old Kawan Charles left home with his white friend and the friend's mother. He never came back. So the family reported him missing to the police. They never issued an Amber Alert. They never searched for him. They did nothing to find this baby. The family did everything they could, but on November 2nd, the baby's body was found, beaten with a huge knot on his head, looking exactly like Emmett Till did. I can't show what he looks like here. Please Google his name. The police did nothing to find this baby, and now they're refusing to release the autopsy results. The family has put up a GoFundMe to properly bury Kawan and do an independent autopsy. This baby's lynching has received no news coverage, nothing but TikTok. It doesn't surprise me because we're often looked over in Louisiana, but in the South is where all this type of shit happens. As a mother, I'm horrified, and I'm scared for my child. I just don't understand what's going on.
Part 202 for Mr. Charles from Louisiana. First thing we're going to do is we're going to contact Detective Jared Spurlock, who is in charge of handling this case, and I will drop the number here. We're not even going to bother calling the Baldwin Police Department because they absolutely refuse. Like, they failed to file an Amber Alert. They failed to do anything to help these parents with any part of finding their child. So we're going to call the mayor. The mayor is Freddie DeCourt because I want him to answer the question of why the Baldwin Police Department failed to help the parents and be of service instead of brushing them off. We're going to call the police chief because we all want to know what's really going on with the autopsy report. Then the governor. He gets to explain why his departments are not following a statewide Amber Alert policy.
I'm going to stand right here because not since the images I grew up with of the face of Emmett Till after he had been murdered in Money, Mississippi, after allegedly whistling at Carolyn Bryant, a white woman, have I ever seen the face of a black child look like that since then until now. This is 15-year-old Kawan Charles. Kawan Charles was reported missing by his family on October the 30th in Baldwin, Louisiana. When police responded, they told his family that he had just been most likely at a football game and he would return soon. Kawan had been picked up by Janet Irvin and her 17-year-old son, allegedly. His body was found on November the 2nd in a field. I asked you to go Google his face. I can't go on right now.
Hi, this is Roxanne Nelson. You want me to call you?
Yes, ma'am. Hi. My son is, I'm
don't know what you want to say. She's not friends with him after all this. So.
Okay.
Okay, well, anyway, to the same story, but he did say whenever they picked up your son, him and his mother, and the stepdad were all tripping, they did some mushrooms. Those ones that are poisonous or whatever, they make you trip out or whatever.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Well, they were all on mushrooms, not your son. I'm talking about Dave. So when we got there, he left. He said, "Oh, well, then he don't know anybody." So he kept changing his story. Well, and then the mother, my son went to get in her car, but it smelled strong like bleach. And she told my son, she said, "You can't smoke in the car because we bleached it."
Oh.
And then from what I could understand, he told my son that they found your son's body in a sugarcane field behind their house. So it's like they bleached the core because they used the core to go hide the body, your son.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and it's eating me alive.
So what's your son
killing
name?
me.
What's your son?
Okay, so some pretty big update. So first, we now know that Kenny, his father, has told us that Quan's bedroom was locked from the inside. We know also that Janet has admitted that she did pick up Quan from his father's house and his father didn't know. She says it was to go hang out with her son. Neither of Quan's parents have ever met this mom and son. And now we have a recording of an anonymous woman who called Roxanne, Quan's mom. She said her son was acting weird, and so she asked him what was up. The son said that the people who picked Quan up were high on mushrooms and that their car smelled like bleach. The son also admitted that he met Quan on the day he went missing. The local media has also admitted that they never received any Amber Alerts or any requests from the police during the time that he was missing. Also, I find it curious that the family, the media, and the press release all have different dates from when he was discovered. We also know now that he was found face down in a creek. And the Irvine family has a U-Haul outside of their house right now.